You found the rule?
I found the rule.
Is that good?
If any module cannot disembark because of enemies or because they would end up in impassable terrain, the units can perform an emergency disembarkation. The models are deployed anywhere within 2 inches of the vehicle's hull, but the unit can't do anything else for the rest of the term.
Second is destroyed.
Hi, I'm one of the Warhammer 40,000 enthusiasts who's been playing this game. This game is based on a distant future where there is only war, and these various races fight for dominance over the planet. And you have to find some of these models. They're always little plastic and sometimes metal models. There's like some Eldar, which are like the space elves. The Space Marines, which are humans, but they're like all clones, and they've been genetically engineered, so they're like superhumans. There are orcs, which look like the orcs from Tolkien, but they're space orcs. And there's other races. The Necrons are sort of like the Terminator from the movie.
These are the orcs. These are the Tau. And then we have Space Marines. A lot of fun. And all of these pieces basically started off like this. Just blank plastic, some in metal, and it's up to you and your imagination. Now you might look at these pieces and say, oh, I can't do that, oh my God. Well, we all got started somewhere.
All power weapon attacks. Took 4.
So that means my leadership is
-30.
It's pretty fun. There's tons of rules to it. This entire book.
You gotta want it.
Huh?
You gotta want it.
Yeah, you gotta want
You
it.
gotta want to play. If you don't want to play and just scrub around, you're not gonna be able to play. It's not gonna be as fun. You gotta want to play. You gotta put your time into it. Somewhat is a lot of work in the beginning, but once you get started and once you get everything painted, then that's when the fun begins.
Hammer blow!
I myself, personally, have been gaming for about going on a little over 20 years. The game has been around that long, and originally was a game that was played in England. And it was brought over here into the States. It's a lot of fun, very addicting. Once I got people started, you know, it's pretty much, you know, after that.
Did you get any of the new drop pods?
Yes, I got 7 of them.
What?
These are the new drop pods, because before these used to be, how much were these?
They didn't make them. They didn't.
Yes, they did. Yes, Forge were made of. How much? How much?
There were 100.
No, they were 90 bucks. They were 90 bucks, but I did buy the actual Dreadnought official drop pod. As you can see, it's larger. But this was 120 bucks. This was stupid. But I got it anyway. These are these larger models. They're supposed to be the Marines. They preserved their remains and encased them in this
Giant
sarcophagus, right? So these Dreadnought drop pods, the actual Dreadnoughts can fit inside them, right? Oh, this guy, he can't fit him because of his iron halo. Because of his iron halo. He has the iron halo because he is Titian most revered.
Because he's sexy. That's why he has it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. He's just sexy.
Then the final tournament is in Baltimore, and that will be coming up in about a month. But this weekend we're practicing. Now we're practicing for the semifinals. Our group went over to another store and we took 4 of the top 5 spots, but only the top 3 could advance. So me and Dan Matalich advanced to the semifinals, and we're getting ready to go play, hopefully for a spot in the national national championship. So.
I don't have line of sight on your squad because of these.
Where's your plasma cannon?
On somehow.
What would, like, any other parts of the hobby you'd like me to talk about? I know about them all. The background stories, it is kind of like this. It's set in the darkest of times. It's set in the year 40,000, as you know. This is the year 2000, but it's set in the year 40,000, so quite a bit in the far distant future. Mankind is spread throughout the galaxy, and through an unknown technology of transport, human empire, which is trillions and trillions of people, are being assaulted by every imaginable alien race, and then from an evil presence called chaos. And chaos is a particularly excuse me, I'm playing a game right now. It's particularly evil, and it turns the good guys into bad guys. There are 4 chaos gods: Nurgle, Tzeentch, Slaanesh, and Khorne. They are all gods of the warp, or the immaterium. They represent human emotion. Like Khorne is the god of slaughter. Nurgle is the god of death or decay, but I usually think of him more along the lines as the god of survival, because it really just is. The style around it is sort of gothic, so that it's extremely brutal regime. Probably like it says in the fluff, like you can't imagine a more brutal regime. I mean so anyway, it's the darkest of times.
By all the gods of my Nordic lands, we are at the gates of death.
They were built with the severed limbs of humans and elves.